Tax season doesn't have to look like this, or feel like this. Let go of the misconception that only the rich don't pay tax. I show average people how to save thousands every single year. I'm Tiana, checking in with Gold Star Tax Service, and I teach you how to be stress-free around tax time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. What is going on, you guys? It is Tiana checking in with Gold Star Tax Service, and today we are going to do a tutorial on how to use the IRS's non-filer tool so you can claim 2021 child tax credits, and you can claim first and second stimulus that you have not received, okay? And also, even though I mentioned that this is so you can claim the 2021 child tax credit, if you are required to file a return, just go ahead and click off the video, because this portal is not for you. That portal has not been released yet. So please, please, please understand me when I say this is just you will definitely duplicate your return if you've already filed for 2020. And if you didn't file for 2020, if you file this, you're going to be filing a tax return that's not legit, okay? Because you still have to file your tax return. So please don't do that. A lot of people made that mistake in 2019, and we don't want that to happen, okay? Because a lot of people weren't even able to e-file their real returns because they use this tool, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and start. This is the website that you want to use. It's called freefilefillableforms.com, okay? So when we come here, you will go down. Sorry, let me let this up some. So it also tells you, as soon as you come here, reasons why you should not use this tool, okay? If you have filed a 2020 return or you're planning to, do not use it. If your income exceeded, so if your income is more than $12,400 and you're single or head of household, or if you're married filing joint, if your income is more than $24,800, do not use this tool, okay? Now, if you were married at the end of 2020 and you're not including your spouse on here, you cannot use this tool, okay? If your main home was outside of the United States, do not use this. And if you are requesting the advanced child tax credit, the one that's coming up, and you don't have a qualifying child who was born before 2021, who had a social security number issued by May 17th of this year, okay? So do not use this. If your child is not born before May 17th, 2021, do not include that child on here, okay? Now let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. So first things first, you're going to go ahead and click get started, and you're going to create an account. I do have to put in a real email because it won't let you proceed without proper verification. And I kind of want to show you guys exactly what to do. Okay. Now, create a username. Your phone number says that it's recommended, but it's not required. You can verify, when you get an SMS code. So if you want to put a phone number there, you can, but I'm not. Okay. So then we're going to go down and we're going to create a password. It says they strongly recommend it, but it says it's not required. So I guess it'll let us proceed. Let's see. Alrighty. Create an account. Oh, I didn't put the... Really? What in the world? Okay, let's create an account. We're not going to save that. Okay. Alrighty, so they're just saying that they sent us a confirmation. And let's continue. So this is basically filing a 2020 return when you're not required. Okay, so they don't have a head of household status. They just have single. So if you have dependents, you're going to click that. If you're not married, if you are married, you're going to click here. So for this, we're going to go ahead and create our account. You're going to go ahead and put in your social security number. If you have a spouse and you guys are including the spouse on here, You put in that information. If not, let's continue. Enter your address. Okay, and then we're going to do California 90043. Now, this here, a lot of people made this mistake when this tool first came out. I don't know why people count themselves as dependents. You can't count yourself as a dependent because you depend on yourself, okay? This means that someone else pays more than half of your bills. They support you. So if that's the case, that's when you click this box and you will not qualify for the stimulus. If someone claimed you on their 2020 or 2019 return, you still won't qualify. Well, on the 2019, yes, but the 2020, no, you will not qualify. Okay. So if you can be claimed as a dependent, or if you check this box, you will not get the stimulus. So it's really no point to proceed. Okay. Now, moving forward. Okay. Now this, here, if you have dependents that you want to add, you will go ahead and add them here. Okay. And when you add your kids, right? Let's say, did I put the same one for the other one? Okay, so this is my son. An IP pin. An IP pin is an identity pin. Like if your identity was compromised, the IRS normally mails you out an IP pin. If you don't have that, or you know what it is, you probably don't need it. So we'll just continue. Now, qualifies for child tax credit. Now, the new advanced child tax credit is now changing so that people with kids that have kids 17 and under qualify. But before, it was under 17. So pretty much if they're under 17, you would click here. I'm not sure if they updated to say, let's see. The child was under 17 at the end of 2020. See, so oh, yeah, because this is for the first and second stimulus. So they do have to be under 17. But I'm not sure why that matters for the new one. But for the first and second stimulus, yes, they have to be under 17 by December 31st of 2020. So if they were, you would go ahead and click here. If you want to add your second dependent or whatever, you would go ahead and do that here. Okay. And you will put that they qualify. Alrighty. Now, moving along. Okay. If you have additional dependents, if you filled all this up, you have more, you would click here and it will give you more space to add those children. Okay. Now, this is the important part, the stimulus money. They're asking you here, how much have you received already with the current stimulus that came out, or the past stimulus that came out? So the first stimulus, the first round stimulus was $1,200 per adult and $500 per qualifying dependent. Okay. The second round was $600 per adult, $600 per qualifying dependent. Okay. Now, with that being said, they want to know how much you got out of that. So if you got nothing, none for you, none for your kids, then you will go ahead and put 0. Okay. Now let's say you got it for you and Cookie Monster. Okay. Now you and Cookie Monster got the stimulus, but Elmo did not get the stimulus. So what you would do is, if you got the correct amounts for everything, the first round, you and Cookie Monster would have received $1,700. That's $1,200 for you and $500 for Cookie Monster. Now, but Elmo didn't get anything. So you would just go ahead and put, and then for the second round, okay, you will put 600 and 600. So 1,200 plus the 1,700. That's the amount that you will put here, which is 2,900. Okay. So you will put 2,900. That's the amount that you received. Okay. Now, they're automatically going to know, because if you added Elmo into this and you got the money, then you would have got $1,100 more, because Elmo would have got 500 the first round and 600 the second time. But because you said you only got 2,900, they're going to automatically include the missing stimulus for Elmo Monster. Okay. Now, when the third, once they establish that you didn't receive the first and second and the third and all that, you're going to get a separate check for whoever's missing the third stimulus, which is the $1,400. But right now we're just including the first and second round on this form. They're automatically going to know what to do with the third. So don't stress yourself out about it. Okay. Now, we want to set up direct deposit information. I do want to tell you that a lot this year, a lot of people have been having trouble if the account number has not been in their name. Either the banks are rejecting it, or I've seen the banks rejecting it and the IRS not sending it. So if you're going to do direct deposit, just try your best to, get a checking account that has your name on it. There's so many free accounts. You can walk into the bank. You can go on chime.com. You can go on Cash App. There's so many places you can get free routing account numbers. And Robinhood has free checking account numbers with router numbers. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and put your information here. And another thing I've been seeing people get rejected for is if they clicked checking and it's a savings account, the bank will reject it. So make sure that doesn't happen to you either. Okay. Now, again, if you don't have a PIN, don't worry about that. You're just going to continue. Okay. If you do have a PIN and you're supposed to have a PIN, it will get rejected, and then you can go from there on how to access your PIN. Sometimes you can verify over the phone or like online, but that's a whole nother thing. If it doesn't qualify, just keep moving. Okay. So step 2. Now, they're asking here for your 2019 AGI. Now, let's say for 2019, you filled out this same non-filers form. More than likely, you put that you had 0 income. If you didn't, whatever your AGI is, that needs to be put here for you and your spouse. If you have a spouse, if not, for this example, we're just going to say it's us. So let's say you just didn't file for 2019 whatsoever. You're going to put a 0 here. If you did, okay, you do need the accurate AGI. They use this to verify your to verify your identity. So with that being said, you're going to have to search high and low for your AGI. You can find it on your tax return copies. You can call your tax preparers. They used to have like an automated system that you can go on the IRS website and you can call the IRS number and it would give it to you over the phone. I don't know if they still do that, but it has to be accurate or it will get rejected because it's not matching in the system. Okay. Now we're just going to put 0, pretend like we just didn't file. If you had a PIN, because you did this before, you would need that PIN. So that PIN is important. If when you did it in 2019, I hope you remembered it and wrote it down because you will need it here. If not, just skip this step. Okay. Now, they ask for a cell phone. Is recommended, not required. Your 5-digit PIN, you have to make one up here, okay? So this PIN, you need to write it down, take a picture, do what you have to do because this PIN is important, okay? So whatever PIN you make up, it doesn't matter, just write it down. Then you're going to go ahead and put your birthday and your ID information. So go ahead to the card, grab your ID, and then we're going to enter that. And the issuing state, and then the issue date and the expiration number. Okay. The expiration date. Okay. Once that's done, you're going to get here. It's blank because it's telling me that I need to, not blank, but this is grayed out. Like it won't let me continue because it wants me to verify my email address. Okay. So once you get here, you're going to go and you're going to verify your email address. Once I find it. Okay, so I verified it. And then it should let me continue. It's not yet. So let's see why it's not. We have everything here. Because I verified it on my phone. It wants me to continue on my phone. But I'm just going to back up and kind of refresh it a little bit. All your information will still be there. Boom. There we go. So once you press continue. Now, it says that I have information missing. Make sure my name, social security number, filing status is complete, blah, 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 blah. And step 2 has the required information. So it's saying that something in step 2 is missing. So, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Maybe this is a good thing just in case anybody else gets stuck, that I'm stuck and we can figure it out all together. But, know. I put 0. I don't know. We're supposed to skip that step if we don't have a pen. So let's see. OMG. Let's go back here and see what the heck is missing. Oh, my filing status, guys. I didn't click it. Okay. So there we go. Let me go now. There we go. So then you're going to put in your little verification thingy. And now we're ready to submit. So under penalty of perjury, blah, 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 blah. You're going to go ahead and click agree. And then you're going to transmit your return. I'm not going to do that because you know why. Now, once this is done, you'll get an email, an updated email, letting you know if your return was accepted or rejected, just like you would if you filed your tax return. Okay. Now, once you get that, and it'll let you know if it's rejected, it'll tell you why. And then you could take steps from there to take action. But other than that, you can check the status here. So you would come back to this website, which is, I don't know why I can't scroll it down. Let me see. You would come back to this website, free file fillable forms. You would come back here and then you would log in and check your status here, and they should be updating you in your email as well. Okay. And I think that will be all for this video. I hope that helped, because a lot of people requested that, I did a walkthrough tutorial. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Okay. All right.